Welcome back to Million Dollar Memberships, a limited 9-part series teaching you how to transition from the traditional one-on-one offers to building out a highly profitable and scalable membership model inside of your business. Today, we are getting into the first lesson, which is going to be making the transition from one-on-one to a group membership model. And I wanted to put this one first because I kind of want to call out the elephant in the room, which is the number one fear among people, especially when I've done this with my clients. What I always hear time and time again is it possible to maintain the same level of support to membership clients? I don't want to lose connection and lack of support or have lack of support there. So if you feel like this, you are not alone. That is literally the number one thing that I hear is just people have such good relationships with their one-on-one clients. And for a lot of people, a lot of the times you build your business and you build your trust on one-on-one. And so it can be very scary to think about taking yourself out of the picture a little bit more and serving people at a one-to-many capacity instead of one-to-one. I totally get that. So we're going to be going over that in today's lesson because I actually believe that you could support your clients a little better even with memberships. And again, there's so many different ways to um, structure memberships. So you can have lower support memberships, you can have higher touch point memberships. We're going to get into that, but I'm going to go through why I actually believe that you can better support your clients with a membership model. The first one is community. Memberships offer community powered growth versus just solely one-on-one. So I am such a believer that when people get into the room with each other, especially like badass, motivated, ambitious women, I truly feel like when women like that get together, and maybe your community is not just women, this is just an example, but I personally believe that when women get together in a group, such magic happens and you just have that fuel for more motivation. And so it's actually nice and more supportive for your clients to be in a community with other people who have the same goals that they do. It's just like the power of the pack. It can just be such an extra level of growth and motivation that your clients really need. The next one is it gives you a layered learning experience versus just relying on one-on-one calls. So I kind of gave this example back in the trailer where when you the trailer episode, that sounded weird saying the trailer, the trailer episode where when you have a membership, a lot of the times you're going to have modules or resources or templates or just like some kind of support for the learning that they're going to be doing. Whereas when you are just doing one-on-one calls, a lot of the times you have to rely on those calls to teach your clients whatever it is that you're teaching them. And that can take up a lot of call time where they could have otherwise used that for a more personalized ask, right? Rather than just getting training on whatever it is the topic is. And so I truly believe that when you have a membership, you have that learning layered where they can learn on their own time, whether it's learning about resistance training or whether it's learning about how to make good content for social media, whatever it is that you're teaching. They have the luxury of doing that on their own time and then being able to come to your group calls or your connection calls within your membership and really get more personalized feedback. So it's just layered. The next one is they have permission for implementation time within a membership versus like the pressure of a one-on-one container. So a lot of the times a one-on-one container is going to be a 3-month package or a 4-month package or whatever it may be. And even though they can re-sign, it still gives that subconscious feeling to your clients that they need to have everything done in that time frame. Whereas with a membership, this is more of like a go at your pace. Depending on how you structure it, obviously there can be some memberships where it's not this way, but this can give them more of that permission slip to actually learn and actually implement and like not feel like they're falling behind or failing, right? A lot of the times, if a client gets to the end of their 3-month contract with you and they don't have the exact results they want because, hello, it's been 3 months, but because your program was structured that way to be a 3-month program, they can feel like they failed and it could actually do more damage than help them, and that's what you really were trying to do was help them. And so having a membership really just gives them that permission for the implementation. The next one is they have more of a normalized growth journey in community versus going solo with you, right? So when they are in community, they're seeing other people's growth and they're seeing what other people are struggling with and they're seeing what other people are getting down. And a lot of the times that can be really beneficial to people because it makes them feel like, "Oh, okay, this is normal." Like, I can't keep consistent with tracking my workouts. Okay, this person can't either. I'm not the only one. Whereas, like, when you are in just one-on-one, they don't have the other people to reference, and so they can feel like failures if they're falling off of a certain area, or they can feel like they're not doing well, and then a lot of the times what ends up happening is people just kind of start to fade and start to try and hide and, like, step back if they feel like they're not keeping up to par with where they should be. And in reality, people struggle. And so it's so nice to be in a community seeing that with other people. The next one is this now gives you the opportunity for long term support rather than that just short term intensive coaching packages. So, this is really, really nice because, again, we are humans. And a lot of the times we're going to be getting into what your membership should really offer. But a lot of the times with a membership is helping someone make some kind of transformation, right? They're in some sort of transition, whether they are first time moms, right? Going from no babies to having a baby, or whether it's people getting sober, right? People who maybe struggled with alcohol or just don't want the alcohol lifestyle anymore, and they are transitioning into a sober lifestyle, right? Or something like the $1,000,000 membership club, which is my membership. It's helping people transition from typical one-on-one coaching to creating really successful, profitable, scalable memberships inside of their business, right? There's always going to be that transformation and that transition. And so we are humans and that takes time. It doesn't take 2 months or 3 months or whatever it might be. And so this really gives that permission again for long-term sustainable growth rather than just feeling like they have to have everything done so quickly. And then also for you, that's giving you long-term income. That's giving you client retention. That's giving you stability and security inside of your business. So if these aren't enough points, which I feel like these are very solid points for why a membership is actually so much more supportive for your clients, even more. Again, people grow so fully within community. They can grow in ways that you can't even predict by being in community because now it's not just on you, it's also the other people and they're supporting them as well. They don't just have one support which is all falling on you. They have hundreds or 50 or maybe 20 other people, whatever. And just community is so powerful. Next, people grow faster within community because they're motivated. They're seeing what other people are doing. They're motivated to be in that community. A lot of the times, how you're going to want your community to feel is how when you're sitting in a doctor's office and you're bored, so you pull up your phone and it's usually like Instagram or your email or whatever. We want your membership to be something where people are sitting and that they're pulling up your membership and they're in there and they're feeling motivated all of the time. That doesn't happen when you just have one-on-one. People aren't pulling up your Voxer chats to feel motivated, maybe like occasionally, but when people are in a community and they're in a membership, they are pulling up your membership as that time passer and they're staying motivated and they're staying reaching their goals because of it. People stay motivated longer within a community. Again, this just kind of piggybacks on the last one, but people are able to stay motivated longer because of the buzz going on in communities and because they feel like that's their actual home and that's where they belong. And again, look how social media sucks us in, right? Especially TikTok. Oh my God. Look how social media sucks us in where it's just like you're on there for a long time. Imagine that being your community, that people are in there and just like wanting to be in there. That's of course going to keep them motivated towards reaching their goal. And then people feel a part of something when they are within community. Again, it's just like the power of the pack mentality. People feel a part of something and they love it and they want to invite their friends into it and they just want to stay long term. People will be your best marketers within a strong community. Piggybacking on the last one is if they are loving your community, they are telling their friends, they are telling everyone to come join them. It's just something that they will become advocates for. They will literally replace your ads budget. So, my biggest tip for anyone who's wanting to start and grow a membership, first thing before my tip is do it. It is just the best thing that you can do for your business. I truly, truly believe that. And then, number two, the tip is really be focusing on community because you can have all of the trainings and all of the resources and templates. But if your community is dull, then that's not going to create the buzz that you're really wanting. And that's not going to really scale your membership in the way that you would hope. So don't worry, we're going to be going through that, how to keep your community buzzing in further lessons here in this series. But just really focus on your community, focus on your people, focus on getting people connecting to each other and having a great time inside of your community. And I promise you, that lack of support that you were fearing is no longer going to be a fear. And you're actually going to see that, oh my God, I'm able to support people so much better in this capacity. That is it for lesson one. I will see you over in lesson two, where we're going to be diving into identifying your perfect membership member.